What's up, everybody? How you doing? Coach Gravy Show. Kind of late a little bit, but I got an explanation. Got an explanation. I was waiting for my coffee to get ready. 10 o'clock coffee time. 10:30 Coach Gravy time. Everybody, what's up in the chat? Let me know if you can hear me, see me. I can see myself, so I can't hear myself, but let me know. I'll see what's up with everybody in the chat. As things got a little different. Apologize for yesterday. I was pump up for that show. My intentions was to do it. My first day at work, and I guess the expectations of me being at work was different than what I thought. So I just leave it at that. I'll just leave it at that. But um, we was it's just different at school. They got different schedules than what I'm doing now and stuff like that. And the recess and lunchtime times had changed, and I wasn't notified that. So I was there early and supposed to be there later, and I just thought it was a normal thing. No one told me, so I just showed. I was They knew I was gonna be there, but it was like you know. But you guys don't need to hear about that. Welcome to the Coach Gravy Show. This show is powered by Raider Nation Live. Me, myself, Coach Gravy, Raider Gabe 420, my boy, and my boy What Up Low, man. Each of us have our own individual channels. Look at it. It's on top of me right here. You guys can see that. Check those out. All you guys know it in the chat. And then we'll get to see what's three of us, and we have our own channel. So you guys can you guys can and now I'm having issues with my stuff here. Am I in the right stuff? Yeah. I got a different Wi-Fi from the house, and sometimes my laptop goes like this. So if I come in and out, you guys tell me what's up. Fakasi's in the house. Yeah, bro. Let me holler for a little minute. If you stay up, I'll get at you, man. I'll have you on. Don't trip. I got you. Uh, it's not gonna be a 4 hour show, whatever. I gotta go back to work, and then yesterday my son popped in. He from out of town, and he surprised us and came through. So my middle boy. So that's cool. I enjoyed that, and then we chopped it up for a little bit. So I'm a dad, so I chill with my boy. And you guys, I hope you guys understand. That was a bunch of shows, a bunch of great shows you guys could have watched last night or whatever during the day. I wasn't really tapping in. I was doing more watching. My boy said, "What's up?" And it was kind of a like a lagger day for me. I wasn't drained out. I went over there with a bunch of energy. It was good to see the kids and all the people, and but I just felt like doing something, so I just started watching, the combine, and then the name of the show was "What Are We Thinking?" It's not in a bad way, like what the hell we thinking, or that we did something wrong. It's like what are we thinking now, and the situations that we have right now. So if if we're gonna look at the quarterback play, and that's what I want to specifically talk about today, because people are saying that because of the combine that people are that quarterbacks are drastically going low. But I don't know if it's bullshit or not, but we're gonna be having some clickbait type stuff that the guys that didn't look very good in the combine are being tied to the Raiders. And I wanna give you a little bit of up uptake on this, is that those GMs and everybody, they talk to all these guys. So if you see something that says, you know, Milrow. I seen that the Raiders are talking to Milrow. Yes, they talked to Milrow, and they talked to the other all the other quarterbacks that were in that group too. So not only did they talk to Milrow, they talked to Shedeur Sanders, they talked to Cam Ward, they talked to Dylan Gabriel, they talked to the other guys that were there that got highlighted during the combine. Each in those groups, they talked to them all. So for them to say that we're tied to it, it ain't like, no, nah, we don't want to talk to you. Or there could be a situation where, well, we know Shedeur, but they want to get to know the guy just in case he falls to him or something like that. But I'm seeing a lot of stuff, a lot of people are talking, people that are on TV are talking that Shedeur Sanders is falling, and I'm not gonna say gravy sad, but maybe it's a good thing that is. Here's the question. What are we thinking? Like I was thinking, like, is this dude acting this way? Because it's known, it's known that that they've been saying that coaches, GMs were saying this guy, he's not engaged in the conversations they had with them. And I was listening to Colin, and it's something that I agree with. I watch sports shows. I'm not gonna lie about it. I can't say that Colin Cowherd don't know what he's talking about, because the dude's on the dude's on TV making a grip of money, and I'm not. I'm right here talking to y'all. So he has to have he got people that tell him this shit. So if that's the case, I'm gonna semi believe it, because he really doesn't bullshit around a lot. He talks like from his own mind and how he feels and stuff, and I kind of dig that. Maybe I'm one of the few, but in this situation, he's saying, is he doing this because because I think it was a guy from the Giants that Shedeur had an interview with, and he commented later that said he wasn't engaged in the conversation. He was did this and that. And I was thinking the same thing until I watched Colin and yesterday, or I think it was this morning, and he said, if I was a quarterback and I knew I was a good quarterback, because we know that Shedeur Sanders has a lot of confidence in himself. So if he I wouldn't want to go to the Giants either. I would be that way with the Giants too. And then I don't want my kids, you know, as I'm not giving you kids any advice to be cocky and confident. It's not a good thing to be that way towards your coach or a job interview. But this guy knows the business. He's been trained for the business. DeAndre, they act like an asshole when you're with the Giants if you don't want to go there. He probably knows that. And but it's bad that it came out that way. It came out for the kid, but maybe he doesn't want to play for the Giants, or Cleveland. Look at the situations that he would be in. It's worse. I'd rather go play for the Raiders if I was him, and or after us, I wouldn't even want to go to the Jets. A lot of people are picking it that we don't pick Shedeur, and he goes to the Jets. I wouldn't want to play for the Jets either. We're the best option. I have to say it. We're the best option that he has, because Carolina ain't. Cleveland is continuously going to be bad unless they get out of that contract, and they got to. He's in. Why do that? And then the Giants, you know, us and the Giants, we're better than the Giants, but us and the Giants is, you know, the Giants are worse. They're in a worse situation because their coach is in limbo. You don't know who he's gonna be. He might get fired, and with a rookie quarterback that doesn't play good, he'll get fired. So maybe that's why they were talking to him. But all in all, if 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 he thinks if he, it's a smart move in my book. And what do you guys think about that? What are you guys thinking that is this smart? Is this a smart thing that Shador Sanders is doing? Possibly he's doing to shy teams away and then drop to where he wants to play. And the most logical place where everybody's fitting Shador Sanders is the Raiders. And and being how much I wouldn't like that and picking them at 6, we need a quarterback and we need a future. And I'm not with it, but hey, if we I know if he's there at 6 that we're most likely gonna pick the dude. And I'm not gonna go ape shit on it. I'll probably say something, but I could guarantee you this: if he, we're gonna have to just be praying that this guy beats out what we have there because if we get Shador Sanders, I don't expect him to sit. I don't whatever Brady said. You got to sit a year, but you're gonna sit this kid and he's pro ready. I've been saying that, and he has to beat out ALC to. I think he has better talent than that, but AOC has the years on him. He has the reps on him. But there's AOC guys all over the place on radio channels, and they're saying that that's they basically gave up on free agency. They're the quarterbacks that are in free agency they gave up. They don't think that it'll be for the Raiders, and they're just going with AOC. There's guys out there like that. I'm not one of them. You guys know that I ain't one of them, and I don't want to go through the same bullshit. We've been doing that for years, and stop it. I'd rather have Shador Sanders. I'm saying it right now. If the dude, I want. It looks. He hasn't said it, but it looks like the dude is doing things to fall to us. And those three teams, they're saying that one of them that's picking third, they're saying that he didn't have a good interview at all. And I think there was two other, like there was another organization that talked to him, and they didn't like the way he was acting either. Is he a he's not dumb, he's not stupid. His dad probably told him, hey, if you don't want to play there, just act like an asshole. You know, he could do this boat. He could do this. Deion Sanders that is at Tampa Bay gonna have to put me on layaway if they want me because I ain't gonna play for him. Isn't that what Deion said? They gonna have to put me on layaway, and he'll cut out real quick. That's a trip, man. He's doing the same shit his dad did, but his dad proved it. His dad, and can he prove it? That's what I'm at that way now because I was real hype on this Stafford and I was real hype on this Stafford thing. I started getting there a little bit, and then I got kicked in the face, and now I don't like this Donald thing. I don't like it. I don't think he's a good fit for us. I've always said, hey, Justin Fields will be good, but Justin Fields is probably a big option at Pittsburgh. He's a young guy, and he has potential if just with the right guy. I think if he came here and he still needs some passing game development, and I don't I don't I don't see I see them getting rid of the older guy. Then it's just up to Tomlin. Tomlin's a Wilson guy, and they want to get rid of. I think it'd be a mistake if they got rid of Justin Fields because Justin Fields he hasn't touched his potential yet. But and Wilson is who he is. And then you were with that quarterback and lost what 5 games in a row, backed into the playoffs and got spanked in the playoffs. It looked like you lost 5 games. I remember that because I was pulling for the dude. I was pulling for the Pittsburgh to have an upset. But Didn't happen. Good, it didn't happen. Now we got two quarterbacks in that situation. But I'm off my Aaron Rodgers thing. I don't think he wants to come here. I don't think that. I try to bring it into fruition, but it didn't happen. I understand that. I know. I try to pump it. I was earlier, about a month ago. I was pumping that stuff, and I had some people on that ride. But now it might come back. It might come back, and I'll be down with it. I'll be down with it. Over all these other free agents, I'll be down with it. But Russell Wilson would be, a guy. He has a relationship with the coach, and he can move. He's better than AOZ. So, um, that is what are we thinking when it's gonna be that way? You know. So that's just a quick 15-minute rant by me, and to say, how I feel about the quarterback situation and what we're gonna do about that. And I think that I'm not pushing it, but people are saying that this guy is acting crazy at the combine, and it's the immaturity thing that bothers me with this guy. It's not the talent, it's not the way he does things. I could say, yeah, he hasn't won shit. I could say that he hasn't won a big game. What happens to him? He was sacked the most in college football. We could blame it on his line, but hey, his dad could get anybody that's special, wide receiver, corner. Why can't he pick the big dudes? Why didn't he get his son protection and get his son killed like that? So evidently, Deion Sanders thought his line was good. He didn't throw his son out there to get killed like that. A father wouldn't do that even if he was your coach. I ain't putting my boy out there with this shitty ass line. No way. I ain't gonna get him killed. You're gonna mess up his future. I don't want to do that as a father. But sometimes you don't have. Maybe they just played bad. It wasn't the right scheme. It wasn't the right system. They had the wrong guys there. But the portal, that's Deion Sanders. Deion Sanders is a porter coach. He can get anybody he wants, basically. With those two guys, with Trevor and his son playing, anybody want to block with those guys. He can get anybody, pick anybody in the country, plus recruiting. He got the portal and recruiting. He was sacked hundreds of times in this year. Jesus, I feel bad for the kid. Not feel bad for him because I didn't know how much times he got. I know he got sacked the most, but when I seen the number, look at the number, how much this guy got sacked. Jesus Christ! And they call this offensive coordinator, bring him on, and he was good when he was, back then, but god damn, I don't know about that. People get fired for shit like that. Why can't you protect this dude? He's the number one pick, first round pick. He's getting killed out there, and we gotta. If this is the way it's going to be, that's what I mean by what are we thinking? What are we thinking about the quarterback situation? And this is a minimized show. I want to see what we're thinking in the chat and things like that. That to see what's up with it. But I'm gonna get to the chat. Robert Pena, what's up, man? Thank you for being here with me, bro. You're the man. You're always here, man, when I'm on. Alpha what's up, man? I'll get that to you. I'll get that to you, bro. Let me finish with this real quick. Edgar Sosa, what's up? I'm getting all these Instagram things. What's going on? You guys playing with me or what? Who's doing this shit? Man, you guys bear with me for a second. Getting a grip of notifications from people from my going on my computer. You said the same thing like 50,000 times. Uh, all right, we're straight now. Robert Pena, okay. Jeffrey, what's up? Edgar Sosa, T209er, what's up, man? Thank you for being Leo, what's up? Bring back Fresno finals to the Raiders. Nah, bullshit. We don't need Fred. He's not Fresno. He's Fresno State, but he's from Bakersfield. Bakersfield's finest. You can say that. Billy Davis, what's up, man? La Piedra Negra, what's up? Raider Gabe, my boy at work, man. I hope you at work. Better be at work. If not, you better be on here chilling with me, talking about these quarterbacks. Robert Pena, Jesse Bam, what's up? I'll get to your question. We have Raider Goon, what's up, my dude? Good guy right there, man. Good guy. Lewis, what's up, bro? Steve DeLuna, always in the house, man. Raider Dev, what's up, Raider Dev? How you doing? I'm gonna throw up right here. I'm gonna throw this Raider Dev. The ladies always got to get the love from the Coach Gravy show. MA5, what's going on, man? I see your questions, man. You guys are coming up with some good ones. Luis, what's up? Sam Tonka, what's going on, man? Hey, I talked a little bit too much. Too cool kid. What's up, bud? Thank you for being here with me, man. Great. Lots of love, man. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Hey, I ain't even done with that. Eric Raider Haters Hunter, what's up, bro? How you doing? Gravy, see what happens when you and your wife actor, you get released after playing like half a season with your homie. Devontae should be behaved. Yeah. He kind of got out of whack, Dave. I feel the same way. He kind of got out. I don't want him on my team. People say, as soon as you get cut, you're gonna say, bring him back to the Raiders. No, he ain't no Raider, man. Yeah, limited time basis Raider. He loved the team. He could be a fan of the team, but you ain't with me. You gave up. You sold out your teammates, and then I ain't down with that. Aaron Davidson, what's going on, man? How you doing? Raider Gabe got some love right here in the chat line. The OL was horrible, and Dion did mention that the day he was hired, that it was going to be hard to bring in big guys in the middle because they all go to SEC or Big Ten. But better than that, Gabe, there's no that's an excuse. But better than that, bro. Who shoot, if I was a baller man out here or somewhere, I would go to it. If I was a big dude up there, man, I'll go hit that. You you can play for Colorado and prove your point as a good offensive line. You can stand out at Colorado if you're a good offensive lineman. Everybody that stands out gets noticed, but that's individual type stuff. But as a team, bro, you got to bring that together. And I bet Gabe, how many times this dude got sacked. That ain't even gonna happen in the pros. And if it does, Pete Carroll gotta get fired. They'll blame Pete Carroll or blame Spike Tech for not doing this shit. I think those able beats been getting us copyrighted. Nah, bro, it's different. It's different, bro. Those are able beat permission. So that's why I bang them. I got one. I got an intro for you, bro. I played it. I played it the other night. Hey, Gabe, have you got that? But my dude, right when we ended the show, the Radio Nation live show, I my laptop just died right there. That's why you stayed on, and it was all like that. It just died out, boom, like that. And then I had to get my phone and turn off the feed. By Abel Beats, man. You get let my source out, bro. Now you have all these content creators over here asking Abel Beats to kick him down. What's up, that man? Supposed to stay on the low. Raider Paul, what's up, man? Hey, I got some. A little bit. I got some. What you think about Howard, bro? Everybody talking shit on Howard. You still want him at 6? You still want Will Howard at 6? I think that I watched him. I think the dude could clear some things up. He looked like I dig that, bro. James Furpo, what's going on, man? I dig that. I dig the uncomfortableness. I expect that. I expect that from somebody that can't throw the ball to his men. So if I'm gonna look at Will Howard, my boy love. Hey, how many times did I ask you, my dog? How many times did I ask you? So I just went to the best, bro. I went to the best. So I had, I told you, got to do it. You come up with some shit like that, then I'll tell you, hey man, I got somebody tighter than you, right? Who's out there? 29.9. Who's out there? Let me know, bro. Ready, Paul. I'll take Jackson Dart as of right now. So you switched up. Hey, Rodrigo, what's up, man? How you doing? Hey, Rodrigo, what's up? Uh, that's. Hey, I'm down with that. I'm down with that. But Jackson Dart or Shador Sanders telling right now, I wish I could do that poll thing, but I am limited time right now, so I want to get with you all and see what you guys are thinking. But see, ready to pause and exactly listen to what I'm saying because he can say he's saying Jackson Dart. What are we saying? What is our logical option as far as draft? Because this draft for a quarterback right now is gonna be our future. We can't pick somebody unless we get somebody, unless we make a trade of somebody drastic. Like man, we try to go get you know somebody Kyler Murray or I'll be stupid and say Joe Burrow. The next 5 year picks for Joe Burrow. You know what I mean? One and twos for the next 5 years. Joe Burrow gets on our lap. We don't need no quarterback. We can go stick it with AOC, right? So that's we can say that, but I don't know, man. It's just weird to me that. But what are we saying? What's up? That's what I mean. What are we thinking? What is Raider Nation or Coach Gravy chat saying? Who we need to get? Who we comfortable with? Sam Donald, I don't think so, man. I'm getting off that. I'm getting off that, bro. I'm getting off that Sam Donald stuff because I think Minnesota's gonna keep him. I'm kind of off that. I think Minnesota's gonna keep him unless we pay the dude. We're gonna have to pay the dude a lot of money. I don't give a shit as long as he wins. I'm the type guy that if we don't win, then that's it. So I'm gonna get Rick L's in the house. What's up, bro? Edgar's in the house again. Billy Davis always in the house. Billy Davis says Sanders. Rick L wants Mason Graham. You don't even give a shit a quarterback in the first round. So your intention is that we get a free agent. A free agent. But you know what I'm hearing a lot, guys? I'm hearing content creators that I know and that are in this circle right here that come on shows, that our shows, and say that AOC is the logical answer because he's been through a bunch of bullshit, which I understand. And they throw stats out there, they throw this and that, and the dude's comparable to some of these quarterbacks that we have. But from what I last looked, he was the 36th quarterback out of 32 teams. There was backups that had better numbers than him, and he only played 9 games last year or something like that. He only played 9 games, so you really can't gauge it. But people are gauging. I think people are gauging AOC as he has a. I want AOC to have a structured atmosphere around him, and then I won't talk as much shit. But to me, what's done is done, and I remember that. I remember what you've done, and saying he didn't have a running game. But if you're a good quarterback, there's plenty of quarterbacks out there in the NFL that don't have running games and they're good. They put up astronomical numbers. So to me, it's excuses. When you coach football, excuses it don't matter. Get it done. We let us work that out. You do what you have to do, get and do good at it. But if you got shit out there, I understand that. But if you're dope and if you're a good player, you make things happen. And one of the things that AOC cannot happen is rush the football. He cannot rush the football. I understand that. That's what you have a running back for. That's what you have a running game for, to help the quarterback out. But he can help himself by running the football too. And then he cannot do that. He won't do that. He's never done that. And it's important in the football game nowadays. We can look at AOC stats, but the eye-boggling stat is not his yards, it's not his touchdowns, it's not that. You compare that to any other guys. Aaron Davis said, "What's up?" You can compare that to any other guys in the NFL. You compare his stats in 2 years to 2 year stats with anybody. Okay, you can, but he doesn't have 4,000 yards in 2 years. And quarterbacks get 4,000 yards in one, but he doesn't only has like 17 games, 16 games. But he was a backup, and he got thrown in situation. I understand his situations. He didn't have a running game. His defense was how my did picks and Minshew without the excuse. If he's good, he's gonna do good things. And the opportunities that he had, he got hurt. He thought he was drastically hurt, and then he didn't. He came back next week, got bone bruise. Dude, he looked like a fucking soccer player out there on the floor, carted out and all that shit. I didn't like that. That I might be overspeaking it. It's done with. Jesse Band, what's up? I might be overspeaking it, but dude, he had to cart this dude out for a bone. It might have hurt, but he had to cart his out. I was scared. I thought the dude was gonna fucking he would cut his leg off. I thought it was gonna be a Alex Smith type shit. Thought his knee was gone or something like that. Now I got bone bruise. Ain't that a bit playing next week? Not saying he's a wuss, because he's got to be a tough son of a bitch to take them beatings. Tell you that. But it's his own fault. It's his own fault. That's what we like. We make excuses for this dude because he can't move. I just want a guy that can move. And if I'm selfish with that, so be it. Tell Coach Gravy, you're crazy. You like a drop back quarterback. You want to compare stats and throw that. I mean, I conditioned myself to start looking at stats, and I'm not satisfied with that. Any way I look at it. You guys could look at your opinions with AOC, and I'll look at mine. But it ain't gonna add up to what if Shedeur Sanders starts. It's gonna be more than what AOC did. I could guarantee you that. And I ain't even a Shedeur Sanders guy. Gabe and Lowe know that. My boys know that, and probably you guys too in the chat. James Furpo, what's up, man? Oh shit, my bad, my bad. I'm gonna get my boy on here, man. I know he's gonna come through. I'm gonna see. I got just give me a second, please. Let me see what's up. It looked like Devontae Adams. It looked like Devontae Adams gonna get ready to get cut. Look like he's gonna get cut. There you go, Apokazi. Be good to talk to you, man. Gravy Sanders. I'm not a Shedeur Sanders guy. I'm telling you that. I'll accept the dude because I know if he's at 6, I know if he's at 6, Tubby, that oh, what's up, Tubby, man? You brand new in here, man. I gotta tell you what's up to my boy Tubby. I met the dude. He's a great person, man. Big boy. He's a big boy. He can play. I'll get him out. You ought to go over there to Colorado, man. Be a buff over there. You probably be a tackle over there, Tubby. Maybe they could get their brand new quarterback over there. That dude break any records in Colorado? Nah, hell no. He ain't breaking what's his name records, bro. It wasn't that was a Slash from there? Was a Slash from Colorado? What plays who was Slash at Pittsburgh? Cordell Stewart. He was buff, wasn't he? Ain't no way Shedeur Sanders be breaking Slash's stuff. No way. My boy Jeff, what's up? What's up, Raider Boosters, man? Short show, bro. If I get to talking all crazy, bro, I'm gonna miss work. I'm gonna miss work. So it's kind of limited on who I because I know some guys will get me hot and some guys will get me all excited that I'll flip out and I won't look at the time and see what's going on and I miss work over this Raider shit. Sam Tonka, what's up? How you doing, man? Thank you for being here at Raider Nation Live. Coach Gravy Show. Check it out, man. Check all of us. Gravy, you look like a fat head. Did what? Aaron get brave now. What's up, Brave? What you got to say, Aaron? Gravy, you look like a fat head. Did you put on the wall? Which one? A fat head. What I got on my wall? Oh, I look like my camera too deep. I'll figure that out. But Let's get. I'll send you a link, bro. You get on my show and see how fat your head is. I got dope shit, man. I got Raider stuff all over my garage. My boy Low will tell you. Lewis got a good one right here, bro. Lewis got an input. So we pay a damn Darnold draft Shamir, Stuart Mason, Graham, Jalen Walker, let Kuntz walk, save on the cap, and pay Darnold his benefits. Here's Sam Darnold, huh? You want that? You want that? You want that? It's not. It's not. Oh man, I don't know what I don't know what to say about Sam Darnold. I don't want it to happen, and I don't really. The money, the money part of it, like you got to spend money if you want to win. You can't. We can't be going around with this low budget shit because you're not going to get good people. That's what we've been doing. A lot of people say, well, hometown discount, approve it deals, and all this shit. They ain't gonna take it. Some of them might, some do, but if I'm gonna be there and say, hey man, uh, we're gonna put this out there, but we're gonna have to pay this guy $50 million. You know, I don't know if Donald's team has said that you want to be an elite guy. He proved it in a year. You know, he proved it in a year that he's a damn good quarterback. We could say, what up to my boy Pyro? What's up, man? Good to see you. Thank you for being on one with Coach Gravy, man. That's a legit chat badass right there is Pyro, man. I've seen Pyro on shows. Many of you haven't, bro. He comes with a mask on. It's deep. He runs things, bro. He runs discords, take over. I remember when Pirates would take over discords and just run them all night. Beautiful. That was dope. Thoughts on Epps, Gravy? Hey, Tubby. I like Epps. I've always have. I thought that Epps, unfortunate that he got hurt, and it's I think being that we signed Palomao, that's probably a sure sign, and maybe they're confident that they'll get Maury back. And being that, if we lose Maury, I think there's some free agents that we can spend some top money on that are out there. I brought, I messed up and brought him out. I don't know if it was this show or a Radio Nation live show. If I did bring him up, then that's fine. But if I brought him out on another, I didn't want to say it, but that was on my mind. And I'll say anything. So now when I'll think if there's some good safeties out there, free agents. The draft is all right, but there's some bomb ass safeties that are out there in free agency that we could plug and get. And you guys could tell me who you want, and I'll just nod my head and say, "Yeah, there we go." And there's a couple of them that I'll say, "Yep, there we go," that are better than Maury. So we don't have to be solely let's get more. This more. He's the best. He's the best. Yes, I like it. I like Maury. I like the guy. Almost debating on getting a jersey. If he signs this contract, sure, I might just give me a Maury jersey. That may be the first Raider player that I got. I don't even got a Max jersey. I got a Josh Jacobs jersey, and then he split the next year. Oh, Billy Davis is really is a big Sanders guy. Yeah, you say Jeff pops out. That's why Billy talking because Jeff pops out and says that. But my boy Jeff, I said, hey, if he's at 6, he don't want to get Sanders. But I pretty much think if we don't get Sanders, man, I'll be very surprised because that means they're listening to this shit. Because I know unless Tom Brady's in on it, if he's not in there, if he's not in it, saying, hey, But I don't think Brady's like that. Would agree about it. But I said I don't know Brady. Maybe he's different as an owner. Maybe he's like, hey, I'm gonna get the dude. Tuck your shit. Be that way until you follow us, and we'll pick you. And I seen Colin Coward bring that up, and I was thinking that. I was thinking, man, is this guy acting like shit? But because you got to think logically, what I was saying before is like, who would want to play for Cleveland? Who would want to play for Carolina? Who would want to play for the Giants? They suck. You know, Aaron Rodgers is linked to going to the Giants. Aaron Rodgers is gonna jack his fucking. Aaron Rodgers is gonna be a Hall of Famer anyways, but if it was bad in New York and for the Jets, it'll be worse for the Giants. Maybe a little better. He'll make that team a little better, but they got young receivers that he probably ain't gonna get along with. They ain't gonna take his shit over there. He could do the same thing to the Giants, their coach, because that coach already been had. He getting capped on for getting rid of Saquon, paying that other whack ass quarterback. My boy Gabe is in the house again. What are you saying, Gabe? What are you trying to get at me? He wants me to bring out names. That you agreed with me that Hufunga from San Francisco was better than Morey. You agree with me, right? I'll pluck that dude up in a minute. He way better than Morey. He's a Pro Bowl. That system at San Francisco, I don't know if it's the same, but they have two safeties. So we got two safeties. So I gotta play. I seen I seen that dude, and I didn't know he was a free agent. I thought he was young. And he's a free agent. We got to look, and I remember that show that you named him, and he was number two as far as free agents are concerned, and the number two safety. And Morgan wasn't even on that list, or Morgan might have been like way down there. But I'm not here to prove you wrong, Gabe. You're always right, bro. You always put me in check. That's why we need each other. Night out, what's going on, man? Thank you for being here. Thank you for being on the Coach Gravy Show. What are you thinking, bro? What are we thinking? MA5, what's up? Not for this season. Well, he played under PG for 3 years. Yeah, that is true. Morrig was three. What list? You got a different list now? Now you're popping out with different lists. We the people. What's up, bro? How you doing? Thanks for being here, man. I love it. I love all the love I give on each channel, man. I wanted to do one yesterday, but this probably will be my schedule. I probably might take this 10 o'clock all over, pending sometimes though. If you see it, it'll be like maybe an hour and a half before you see Coach Gravy Show out there. You better be best believe if I put it out there, then I'm gonna come through. Might be a little bit late, but I'll be ready to go. I seen another guy that haven't been there in a minute. I already said my boy, we the people. My bad. Got him. The torta sniper in the house. Is that you or you just see low? Is that you? Because Lowe's a torta master, bro. He's the torta god. You know, the Anunnaki of tortas is Low. Torta Nation. Shirt soon to be coming. Torta Nation with the Raider symbol on it. And if you see us at any game, you'll know what's up. You'll know that that's Raider Nation live, bro. We're the lives of the Torta Nation. What up, Mike Guerrero? Coming up here, capping already, right off the bat. Capping already, right off the bat. Torta God. There it is. Nah, yeah, Torta God. Torta God runs the Torta world. The king of Torta. You're all of it. All of it. There's a Torta land. Hey, check this out. I'm very, very honored and surprised. Surprised. Been trying to get at this dude, talk on a certainly basis. Came through for me. Been wanting to talk to him. Been a little worried about him, but yeah, I'm sure maybe at a different time we could talk about that. But as far as the Raider Nation game, he has probably a lot to say. Haven't talked to him about this, but man, my dude met him, met his pops, wonderful guy. Everybody knows my man, Raider Twine.
Hey, what's going on, man? Blessings to
What's
everybody.
up?
I'm doing
Great
all
to
right
hear
as
your
well.
voice. Great to hear your voice, my man. What's up?
Hey, great to be heard, man. It's one of those times, there's a saying that old guy used to tell me. He saw it's better to be seen than viewed, which means
Yeah,
it's better to be seen in living than viewed at stretched out in front of a church or something like that. But
yeah.
excuse me not having my camera on. I trying to protect some things around me, so
Hey,
uh
don't worry about
I
it.
got a
It's
couple
always good. Just to
hey
hear your
boo.
voice, bro. That's your boo right there. I want to put that right off the bat. Your boo said what's up.
That's all I need is my boo.
That's all you need is your boo. Yeah, and people might trip out that's a long going relationship with him and Mike Guerrero been going on strong. I don't know
My,
what if there's a date set yet, but I think it already happened.
yeah,
It already
yeah.
happened.
Me and my boo was dating when there was a diamond in the back with a sunroof top.
Hey, like it. Like it. Love that. Back in the days.
For sure.
How you doing, Twan? What's up, man? How you been keeping up on some Raider game? You been keeping up? I know you always do.
I stay busy on it, even though I haven't been very active on YouTube for personal reasons. But
Yeah.
I always do my homework, and I had more time to do homework, so it was fun, man. I was watching the combine and watching guys, and there were some guys that I had a good idea of, like, what I liked from them, but then the
Hmm.
combine kind of confirmed some of those things, like like even the running backs. There was some, like I've been saying, that running back room is deep in the
It
combine.
really
You can get a running back in the fourth or fifth round, and still get that production. And a lot of those guys were running at really good speed. So if you're worried about speed, if you're worried about them hitting the hole and all of that stuff, they show you a little bit of it at the combine. I'm not saying the combine is the end all be all, but if you match that with the tape, what I'm saying, if you go and actually watch highlights or go watch the games personally, you know you tie those two things together, and if they match up, then I'm not gonna say it's a for sure hit, but it's actually a better potential of getting what you asked for.
yeah. Um, I know you're coming back, bro, and I know you're coming back on your show, but and I know you like saving. I know Twan likes saving things for his show, but if you can, real quick,
Mm-mm.
Who was impressive to you? The homework that you did, and really, first of all, what is your view? Since were you on this Stafford vibe? Were you on that, or did you
I well,
waver? Did you waver from that?
you know what? I was on board with Stafford's situation. There's one thing about
Okay.
Matthew Stafford is that Matthew Stafford can throw the ball. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Wherever you need the ball to go, he's gonna get it there. As long as and I think it works well that he's with McVay, because McVay is a
Mhm.
good offensive coordinator. I'm not gonna crown Chip Kelly, but hey, Chip Kelly ain't no spring chicken either. You know what I'm saying? He's been running offenses for a while. So I think if Chip Kelly could mold something around, Matthew Stafford, and then get the pieces that we need more wide receivers. You know what I'm saying? Um, and there's some other things that we need to look at. It. A lot of people are not talking about it, but we need to address the corner room, the cornerback room. It's cool we got Jack Jones. It's cool we got Bennett, but what's
Yeah.
behind that? You know what I'm saying? Are you completely sure with Darnay Holmes? Does that sound like a name that you want out there locking up one of the
Well,
wide receivers? You know what I'm saying? So there,
so
there
what do you think about Richardson though? What do you think about Richardson and he could groom it because he got the same juice as JB did the year before. You know, he got picked on. So
yeah, I think
what if he comes back pretty good?
you oh, you talking about DCAM? Yeah, I think he just needs to take his lumps. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The rookies, you gotta take your lump. And I think he got, especially early in the season, it seemed like he got hit pretty hard because he was trying to adjust. So hopefully when he comes back, this season, he'll kind of know, the speed of the game, what he needs to do in those situations. But yeah, I see DCAM being a depth piece at this point. I'm not saying he needs to be in the starting,
Mhm.
situation, but even with that, like that our corner room is, it is not as strong as people think, and especially we've seen every year, what I'm saying, year after year, we lose a corner and then that corner has to move or that corner has to adjust and then the other corner comes in and it just doesn't work. So we need to actually get a good corner that should be a starter but may not get starting, play because of whatever, rotation they have.
Well, what I've always said, and I'm pretty sure that you agree with it. A secondary's blessing is a good front. So if we can do that, if we could get to the quarterback and at least make the guy make some bad decisions and hurry ups and put some damage on the quarterback, every secondary is going to be good. Those guys will
Yeah,
be all pro because we get to the quarterback. But
yeah, yeah. I
in that
think.
situation, yeah, in
Oh,
that
go ahead.
situation, we think that Jack Jones is not a necessity. Jack Jones didn't do nothing wrong last year. That people are just tired of Jack Jones. I don't know why. You know,
Yeah, I,
Jack Jones is the best cornerback we got.
yeah. To be honest with you,
Yeah,
um, and I agree with you with the front. The front helps the back, and the back helps the front. You know what I'm saying? And
yeah.
yeah, the D line. If we beef that up even more, yeah, that might take a load off of the secondary. But I'm more in the mode, gravy of domination. You know what I'm saying? What if, what I'm saying, we do have that all-star D line, but they just don't have it that day. Now we got the secondary, what I'm saying, to give them time to get to the quarterback. You know what I'm saying? So like that's what I want, is because there's been times where we're like, oh, we're good, we got Max Crosby, duh, 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 duh,
And then he does
and,
he does
and,
his
and
disappearing act. You know,
and
yeah, I
and
understand
he, and he does the best he can, but it can't just solely be on that. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I say those two things go hand in hand. I
Mhm.
rather strengthen both ends of the defense, and then, you know, like I said, if even if the secondary has an off day, that hopefully that's the day that our D line is on it. You know what I'm saying? And vice
Yeah.
versa. You know what I'm saying? It's a team effort. There's people out there that, are stuck on one name or one person, and
We always
it's
do that.
cool.
We always do that.
It's cool to be a fan, but in totality, it takes 11 guys to get the job done. You know what I'm saying? And you're going
Yeah.
to need, on every single play, you're going to need those 11 guys to be on point. So if one person is lacking in an area, if we build the depth and we get a lot of talent in the team, then we don't have to worry about it. Then instead of the offense, like, because we've seen even in offense versus defense, right? The offense be scoring heck of points, and the defense just be giving up points. And they're like,
Yeah.
"Oh, we got you." So just having that effort. So I'm looking at, building up everything, no matter who we have under center. And I know you guys heard me say this sermon but it's facts. No matter who we have under center, we have to build, and I think we're getting closer to that. I believe.
That's good. Wow. Great input on the Coach Gravy. So see, we missed Twan, man. We missed that. We missed that. I'm privileged to have my boy Raider Critique in the chat, bro. Thank you. You're probably working right now, but just that little hit that you putting in the chat, man, make me feel real nice. Critique, man, OG, long time OG in Raider Nation. You don't
Yes,
know
sir.
Raider Critique. You don't know Raider Critique, man. You get in his get in his line and chat with him, man, and sub to his station. He needs that. He an OG, and he brings great specific. That's a nation dude. He very passionate, as much as me, more than me. Very passionate about the Raiders. And my boy J.O. Lee, what's up, man? How you doing? J Dog, what's going on? Unless we lost Twan. It looked like, oh, he back. It looked like he uh got interrupted or some sort of talking. So just suspect that was. I think he's out doing something. But as long as Twan's here, I'm gonna get him on the show because I know he has a lot to say. You good, Twan?
Yeah, man. I'm on mobile, so I'm looking. I was trying to look at the chat to show some love to
Oh
some
yeah, there's
people.
a lot of people giving you love, man. In the beginning, people were giving you love, critique, Aaron Davidson and stuff like
I
that. But in the
appreciate
beginning,
it, man.
yeah, there's a
Appreciate
lot
it.
of people out there. Your boo's hollering at you. But what's up, critique? What's up, Cool Kev, J Dog? I already mentioned that. Now we get to the extensive talk right there about the cornerback and the defensive line. I wasn't. Today's show was kind of a Shador Sanders type issue because I'm pretty sure you heard that a lot of teams, two teams specifically,
Hmm.
had people coming out saying that they weren't enamored by his his mannerisms or his his the way he was at the combine when he got interviewed. And believe you me, we're seeing all these stuff on IG and all that
Yeah,
the Raiders are talking to Will. I'm just mentioning names. The Raiders are talking to the last one I seen on IG was I don't know who it was. I really don't pay attention to who it is. But they said we're talking to Milrow. You know what I mean? The Raiders talked to Mill. Well, the Raiders talked to every quarterback that was there in the combine, basically,
exactly,
right?
exactly.
Exactly. It's not the Milrow special. The Raiders said, "Oh, wow, we're gonna get Milrow. He fits us best." People
Yeah,
just put that out there, but don't take heed to that. Please don't, because I don't want to see a bunch of. Well, the Raiders are talking to Milrow. They talk to everybody. They talk to Jackson Dart. They talk to yours. They talk to everybody, and then they probably talk to Shedeur Sanders. But you don't hear the Raiders saying that Sanders' mannerisms were bad. It's just the teams that he doesn't want to play for. Probably that's my vision of it. That's my view of it. Twan is
mhm.
that he don't want to go to the Giants. He don't want to go to Cleveland, and he don't want to go to Carolina Panthers. That's why he acted like the way he did. Don't pick me. I don't want to go there. And I
Yeah,
think he got that from his dad. He got that from his dad because it's good advice. You don't want
uh-huh.
to play somewhere, just act like shit. They ain't gonna draft you, right?
Yeah. Hey,
I don't like that. Go ahead, bro. Go ahead, bro.
no,
Go ahead.
I keep seeing this. I keep seeing my boo talking about Omarion Hampton. That's one of the good running backs. He should go in the first round, to be honest with you. But if he
He needs
sneaks
to.
into that, if he sneaks into that second round, we need to go ahead and get that dude because he can run the ball. But with the Shador Sanders situation, I think that I had no problem with what Shador said. You know what I'm saying? He's like, if you ain't trying to get better, then don't pick me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like that. I think every player in the NFL or every aspiring player that wants to be in the NFL is going to say the same thing. If we're not playing to win, then don't don't waste my time. And and I think there is. I hate to say it, but there's a few teams in the NFL where they just are wasting time. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and we see them a lot in the first part of the draft. You know what I'm saying? The Cleveland Browns, the New York Giants. You know what I'm saying? Like those teams that, it's like and he's like, look, if you're not really ready to turn this team around, you know what I'm saying, then don't pick me. And I think some people thought, his comments were, cocky, but I think that's
Mhm.
confidence, you know what I'm saying? And that's what you're going to need out of your quarterback. You don't need your quarterback in a, you know, throwing the ball in a turtle shell. You know what I'm saying? You want your quarterback to go out there and say, I don't care who, you know what I'm saying? I don't care,
Yeah.
who's out there. I'm going to throw my ball, throw this ball to my wide receiver, and we're going to go ahead and put 7 on the board. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
I,
But
I
then
think there has to
go
be
ahead. Go ahead.
there
Go
has
ahead.
to be sorry about that. There has to be some
Yeah.
confidence, you know what I'm saying? And I think that's what he was showing is, more of his confidence in his abilities. You know, let's look at and let's look at home. What quarterback did you feel last season was confident?
I'm not confident. I'm not confident in the quarterbacks we have till this day, bro. To
No,
right now.
I'm not saying confident in the
Yeah.
player, but how how many quarterbacks did we have out there that didn't look confident, like they knew that we were going to win, they knew we were going to, you know what I'm saying?
All
The
three. All
mannerism,
three.
huh?
All three. They
Exactly.
have inner confidence, but you're asking me if I was confident
Yeah.
and seeing if they had it didn't look that way, but I'm pretty sure they were confident. They're confident in their ability,
Yeah.
but I think they were like, "Oh, here we go again." You know what I mean? It would be like that. It'll be
And
like
think
that kind of that
and
way.
think and think about all the and then on the opposite side, look at all the great quarterbacks in the league, right? Or not in this league, but just in totality. When you look at Philip Rivers, when you look at Manning, when you look at Tom Brady, you know what I'm saying? When you start looking at the top of John Elway, whatever team, all of them were they had a little asshole to them. You know what I'm saying? And and I think it's needed, you know what I'm saying, in that position. So I had no problem with what Shador said. I know some people felt read it a different way, but if that helps us, if that helps him slide down to 6, then I think we got the quarterback of the future.
So you're just like me, but you see what I'm doing. Critique is that I'm taking it. I know if he falls to 6, we're gonna get him. So it's not. It's like a no brainer. Just
Yeah.
like what Critique said right now. If Sanders falls to 6, we're gonna take him. He's tied to Tom Brady. He's he's you know been actively tied to the Raiders since the first snap of Colorado, football this last year. So if if that happens, and he's 6th, Twan, are you in the same agreement as a lot of people? It's a big argument in Raider Nation that we sit the guy, or you like me saying throw him out there. Let's see what you got, bro. You're pro ready. People are saying you're pro ready.
Mm. I, I
There's scouts, there's analysts, there's high notch people that are out there saying these guys are pro ready right now to play.
mm.
So would you sit a guy that's being like that,
you
or
know
or
to
would
be
you
honest,
start him?
to be honest with you, as much as I believe Shedeur Sanders, if he had the opportunity to be a starter for us, I think he could do the job. I'm not gonna say he would do an amazing job because again, he would be a rookie, you know what I'm saying, earning
Mhm.
his lumps, but I think there is just something special when you have that quarterback sit, you know what I'm saying, whether it's the full season or whether it's, 2/3 of the season or whatever you guys deem fit. So I I I think we still need to get a veteran quarterback to come in and then have Shador, you know what I'm saying, learn from a pro. And that will make him even the more better. There might be some things that you have question marks about him now that if he did sit, some of those things will go away. Some people thought, think he's immature, he's too flashy, whatever. Like, wait until he gets into the NFL and see how he, when he really gets hit by the big boys, if he's going to be barking as much as he is. I think he'll have the confidence, but I think some of the stuff will tone down when he really gets hit with the reality of what the NFL is. And I think, with Tom Brady being in the room, I think Tom Brady is also, on that same mindset as whoever we draft. That person is probably going to most likely sit unless we can't find anything else. Now, I will tell you as a little flash, because I've been sitting on this and thinking about this. I
Mhm.
think no matter what we need to get uh the both of these players that will be drafting at 6 will come from Colorado. And I
Yeah.
think it might be a situation where Shador Sanders drops and we get him because obviously we need a quarterback, or Shador Sanders gets picked up by somebody else ahead of us. Cam Ward's already off the board, and then who gets bumped down? Abdul Carter right now is the clear cut, number one pick. That's what they're saying.
Still, he still is. He still is, even with that suspect injury. I would be cautioned about that, but he
Yeah.
still is, bro.
So with that being said, there might be a chance that Travis Hunter might be there for us at 6. And if you
We
tell
need a
me,
corner. We need a corner. So
it,
Travis Hunter would be the most logical. Yeah.
look, I would do this as much as JB has been playing well. I would put Hunter on the island. You know what I'm saying? Let him be that number one corner. Then Jack Jones is on the number two because we
Mhm.
know that he's a thief. And when JB needs to get his reps, he'll get in, whether it's dime or what I'm saying, maybe somewhere down the line one of those cornerbacks gets scratched up. Now we got a for sure guy that we can kind of hang our hat on. You know what I'm saying? I think a lot of people believe in Bennett. You know what I'm saying? So if we could do that, it would help out a lot. I'm thinking about it defensively. It would be a problem because you would have Travis Hunter, on an island. That means he won't have the safety help. You know what I'm saying? So that means the
You
safety.
got a rookie. Is he really, really? He's the best corner out there. He's better than Will Johnson. You know what I mean? I give you
Yeah.
that.
No,
I see.
and it might turn out to be that yeah he does. They might start out with some safety help, but if
Yeah.
Travis Hunter becomes if he becomes like you know like we have seen him on taper, he's one of those dudes. He's that Charles Woodson. You know what I'm saying? In the making. I'm not saying that he's Charles Woodson now, but it could be one of those guys later. A year or two, he's completely on the island, and then now we got safeties doing whatever they want to do. Alamo is great at this.
Uh,
We could we we could run Palomar down the line, what I'm saying, and still have Merrick back there, doing his thing. So there's a lot of things we can do. So I like I said, my hope is if Shador falls to 6, let's go ahead and pull the trigger on that. But if
my
not,
my
go ahead and get Travis Hunter.
my boy Raider Twan coming up with the logic situation that if Travis Hunter is there at 6, we get Travis Hunter. That's very bold statement. That's very bold right there. You know what, Twan? And I'm with it. I'm with it. And then you get these other quarterbacks that were in were in the combine throwing, you know, and doing this. But see, then if you want to impress people and not fall, and then you fall intentionally, like you say they're doing. You said that Shador Sanders doing because Cam Ward ain't doing that. Cam Ward ain't doing that. So if if we're thinking that Travis Hunter's gonna fall, I mean, Shador Sanders is gonna fall, and Travis Hunter's there, I think the most logical thing to do is go defense and get Travis Hunter, and then you get yours or Jackson Dart would make everybody happy. But hey, we got another guest, one of your homeboys too that always mingles good with us. My boy from the down under Avocasi Raider. What's up, What's up, AR? I gave it to you early, man. I had to rant for a little bit, but I sent it.
Oh my God.
That's all good, man.
How's it going,
I was gonna hit it to bed, but then I saw
Hey, brothers, before Avocasi starts cooking, blessings to you, Avocasi. I actually got to go into an appointment, so I'm gonna go ahead and step out. No disrespect to anybody. I don't want nobody to think.
No problem, Twan. You do your thing, bro, and get at me, man. Update me on things how you're doing, and I'll keep it to myself. But I just want to know.
Yeah.
Good luck.
If you're still on, I'll probably pop back in, but we'll see how long.
Yeah, I got a little bit. I'm gonna hear what AR has to say and get his knowledge and bring that to it too. I know it's late over there with him, so he looks tired. I know I got a little bit with him. I'll use that.
Yeah.
I'll use that. But thank you, Twan. Bless you, man. I hope everything's good for you, and I appreciate you being on, bro.
Hey, much love, bro.
You a lot.
Good luck with your appointment, Twan.
AR, what's going on, buddy? How's it going?
Gravy, chat, everyone. Salute. What's going on?
Did you hear? Did we hear the conversations that Twan was? What do you think about that notion? What do you think about that notion of what are we thinking? You know, what are you thinking now that the situation with Stafford? I haven't talked to you since then, and what is our option as far as the quarterback situation for the Raiders? What do you think was going to happen? Well, you go free agency, or we hit the draft and then stick with AOC, because that people are saying that.
I mean, look, what's left with free agents? I mean, we haven't even hit free agency officially yet, so it's like
it's coming. It's coming, AR.
I know it's coming, but look, I'll just say this: like, whatever we do in free agency to try and I don't know if we bring in a veteran quarterback or whatever it is. Like, I've gone on record to say, like, I do want us to draft a quarterback no matter what. Like,
yeah,
hopefully there's someone worthy at that 6th pick, and if there's not, I don't want us ideally to overreach, but at the end of the day, if they believe there's someone there that's their guy that could take us to heights and be the guy at the most important position of football, then whatever it is. But yeah, quarterback and running back, I don't care what they do in the free agency period. We need to address those two positions in the draft, no matter what.
Yeah, we do. Well, I'm watching Colin, and he got us, Lance Zierlein. Yeah, he's a well-known guy that does mock drafts. He got just picking Jalen Walker from Georgia, linebacker, at 6. You think that'll be a good idea? That's bold to do that. He don't even have Shadir Sanders in it. He doesn't even have him on his list, and there's like 15 teams right there.
So he says someone's mocked a linebacker to us.
He mocked. This is Colin Cowherd, Joe. I guess it's probably off.
I know Colin,
but he's a wreck. You know, he's somewhere out there. He might go crazy sometimes, but this guy's mock draft. I'm looking at it, and you know, Abdul Carter was first. Travis Hunter, Cam Ward, Armin Minbo. He's the offensive tackle. T Mac going to the Jaguars. And at 6, linebacker Jalen Walker to the Raiders. Linebacker is a big need that we have to have. Is he thinking that we don't keep Spillane, or he just matches him up with Spillane? We don't know what he's thinking. But what do you think about getting a linebacker at 6, bro? Is that a bold move? That Rolando McClain type shit, isn't it?
First things first, I love how you say Spillane all the time. Spillane. Like it's a spleen. Like it's spleen.
Yeah, I haven't really got the work on it. What is it, Spillane or Spillane?
Spillane.
Spillane. All right, I'll say it right now. I won't disrespect the guy. He's a tough son of a bitch, and I know I won't match up with him. I'll hit him with something, but I know I won't match up with him at my weight right now. But he's a good linebacker. I ain't gonna talk shit about Spillane. I did before, and people got at me. Or well, he was a little bit out of control in the beginning of his career with Raiders. Missing tackles, and we seen that. And I made it to note, but everybody got pissed at me. So I got off the dude. I got off the guy. They were saying I was racist. I go, come on, man. Y'all could be racist. What is a linebacker? The white linebacker? How is that racist?
Well,
it's typical. But I don't want to get into that.
Even though he's only been, just real quickly with Spillane, even though he's only been here, 2 seasons, right?
Mm-hmm.
Name me in that stretch of time, in the last, 10 years, 15 years, a more consistent player who plays at the level that Spillane has at the linebacker position than he has. Name me one.
And I'm not a linebacker. Wow, for the Raiders doing anything
for a long time. We ever since I've been a fan historically, we've been pretty meager. Like linebacker has always been an area of weakness, and we don't address it in the draft. I mean, yeah, you gave the example of Rolando McClain. How long ago was that? That was 2010. And yes, I know we drafted.
We had what's his name, leading tackler with Gus Bradley. What was the little guy? Always got.
I was just going to say, like, yes, I know we drafted Khalil Mack in 2014, but when we only used him as a linebacker year one. Come year 2, year 3, year 4, he was strictly a defensive end who's played on the line. He didn't play linebacker at all. So I don't really count him per se because I see him more as the defensive end that he was with us. But anyways, to my point, like we don't really draft high linebackers. Like, I mean, Rolando McClain was the last in round 1. I mean, we usually, if we're gonna get one, it's like round 4, 5, 6, and they're usually like project guys, which to me has led to the linebacker position being an area of weakness more often than not. And yeah, I mean, look, I don't know this guy like it's been mocked to. Yeah, Denzel Perryman, he was nice too. We traded a 6th rounder for him, but I still believe like Robert Spillane's the best of the bunch. Like since the days of Kirk Morrison, Thomas Howard. Like, yeah, that's just how I feel. But I don't know this guy that you just mentioned. What was his name?
His name is Jalen Walker. Gabe is a linebacker guy, so Gabe mentions this guy a lot, but not at 6. But I want to do if he's on there.
That was going to be my next question. Is he, if we were picking, is he worthy of that pick? Is he BPA?
He's the best linebacker in that group, and it's a. Really,
but is he best player available at 6? Is he best player available?
I wouldn't say so because he's ahead of Will Campbell. I think highly of Will Campbell, Will Johnson, the corner.
Okay.
But linebacker isn't a highlighted position anymore. AR. So I really don't. I don't know how this guy must think we really, really, really need a linebacker, and I wouldn't put it past Pete doing that. He drafted what's his name high. He drafted linebackers is a very important position for us, and just because we have Spillane, we need another one.
Bobby Wagner, KJ Wright, is that who you're talking
about? Yeah, those guys. Those guys he gets, and they're not low picks. I believe. That defense wasn't number 1 picks, except I think the corners weren't number 1 pick. I think they had one safety that was. I don't know if Cam Chancellor was the number 1 pick, but that defense is the type of secondary that I want. That we gotta have it. I would love to have a secondary like that.
Well, they're one of the most notorious defenses of the modern era. Like,
and then the linebackers were very involved and included in that. And then Warner and then they had Irvin and all those Averill and all those guys that were dominant.
But the secondary was the strength of that.
Yeah, that was the boom. That was the Legion of Boom right there.
Right. Because the Legion of Boom was strictly the secondary, and then they included everyone at the time. But Wagner, initially, it was just the secondary, right?
Yeah, but they had good linebacker play and we just got we bitch and complain about our other linebackers, but Spillane is the one that significantly plays good for
at a high
us,
level,
you know.
right?
And I
Which is
I
why
dig, I dig that.
which is why I said what I said. Like, name me one linebacker in the last 12, 13 years that's been more consistent and played at a higher level than Robert Spillane. I'm talking pure linebacker, not like Khalil Mack. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, like I said, he was more of a defensive end than a pure linebacker after his rookie season. But,
Yeah,
yeah.
you know,
I for one
linebackers work
appreciate
good together. Linebackers have to work well with what they have.
right.
Spillane doesn't have some. Spillane could be better if you had another guy like him there. You know, Diablo's not like Spillane, and then Masterson ain't like Spillane. And we got to bring a big safety in the box to help these guys out. You shouldn't have to do that unless you really help the run.
It's a scary thought that, like, we could possibly lose Spillane. And if we lose Spillane, Jesus Christ, that's an area of weakness once again. And we likely won't bring back Diablo. So we're starting from scratch. So we better bring some linebacker bodies in the door. You know what I mean?
We're gonna keep Diablo. We lose Spillane because Spillane is a better player, so he's gonna get hit up first. Spillane's gonna get up first before they talk to Diablo or Diablo gets talked to. So people are gonna throw numbers at Spillane first because he's better than Diablo, and then whatever he wants to take, the Raiders need to get aggressive with him and say, "Hey, we're gonna give you this. What's up? We don't want you to try out free agency. We want you here. Right. We don't want you going.
We need to get aggressive with re-signing Spillane. I agree with that.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, like, if we don't, like, it's a scary thought, like how our linebacker core is gonna look like leading into free agency until we really need to address that in free agency in the draft. We probably need to address it anyway, regardless, even if we do bring him back in the door. Because, I mean, apart from Spillane, you said it yourself, we've got Diablo. I mean, I'm higher than most on Diablo. Like, I don't think he's all this and all that, but I don't think he's as bad as what most people do. But if he goes, he's likely going to go. Masterson, I've gone on record with giving him my kind of UDFA endorsement, but I endorsed him as a rotational. I endorsed him as a rotational guy and nothing more. And I believe he is good as a rotational guy and nothing more. I don't like him as a starter. I don't think he's better than any of these other guys who should be starting. So that, just for the record, you know what I'm saying? But
I just see Masterson standing around. I just see 59. What is he, 59? I just see he's standing around.
He's an undrafted free agent. You know what I mean? To get anything out of these UDFA, well, he shouldn't be starting. And I agree
he's starting for the Raiders, and that's what we think about him.
Right, but further to my point, like that, we need to address it anyways. Like,
yeah, we need to. Maybe that's why this guy's saying, "Hey, the Raiders drastically need." Look at the teams that pick linebackers. Look at Greenlaw and Warner over there in San Francisco. You know, they pick those guys high. Those are 1-2 picks. They ain't free agents, you know, and they play like it. So maybe that's what we need to do, to build up this defense and get some great linebacker play. Maybe that's what we need, because we haven't had that in a long time. You're right, AR. We haven't had that shit in a long time.
In my time as a Raider fan, like, it's been like 1 year where it was like a major area of strength, and since then, like, it's just, yeah. I mean, Navarro Bowman, we were lucky that we got him half a season, and he played well, and then he was gone.
He was done. He was done with San Francisco. San Francisco wanted to dump him, so we took him, and his play was great.
Speaking of San Francisco, do you remember when Navarro Bowman was at his best with the Niners? Do you remember their linebacker core? Brooks.
Yeah, it was.
What was it? Ahmed Brooks, All-World Patrick Willis, All-Pro Alden Smith when he was at his best, before he had all
was it crazy?
He was he had like 16, 19 sacks one season or some crap. And Navarro Bowman at their best. Like, that's probably one of the best linebacker core in the last 2.5 decades. I mean, name one better. Maybe the Ravens. I don't know, but wouldn't it be nice to have something like that, right?
Bigger, they were bigger linebackers. No, not linebackers and defensive ends.
Like, as a whole, that whole unit are either Pro Bowl or All Pros. Like, that's crazy.
No linebacker unit. I think there were 3-4. They had 4 linebackers, and those guys
Yeah,
were them.
Ahmed Brooks was the other one. Brooks, yeah, Navarro
Brooks
Bowman, Patrick
Bowman,
Willis,
Patrick
and
Willis.
Navarro
Those
Bowman,
right there,
and Alden Smith.
those alone will stop your running game by themselves. You don't need to be just let those linebackers roam, and boom, you don't need no defensive tackles. Just let them do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then Alden Smith and Bowman were Raiders, and then Alden Smith got busy for. I think he played what, 1 season maybe. Then
He was here half. He was here half a season after he was let go for all those off the field issues.
He
And then
played a game.
he was
played what, like a couple of games. Balled
I think
out.
he played like
didn't
3
he?
or 4 games. He was playing relatively well, but then in the off season 2016, I don't know if you remember this, Gravy, but there was a video being shared around where he got involved in like a DUI or an accident or something, and he was drunk. He was in the middle of the road, and like some guy, where a Raider fan came up to him and started filming him, and the dude just had this stone cold look on his face, like I'm fucked. I've messed up. And the guy was filming him and asking Alden Smith all these questions, and Alden Smith was just like, he just looked lost. And then he ended up getting released after that. And Bruce Irvin was reaching out to him on social media, like, look, man, just get yourself right, reach out to me, kind of deal. But on a happy ending, though, on a happy note, he did turn his life around after that. Like he took a hiatus away from football. He started to do MMA and just like, building himself back up, and then he did make a comeback into the league. He played with the Cowboys, so I can appreciate little, stories like that where players go through turmoil and
got his head straight, got his head played. Probably
they work themselves out, and then they can better themselves and have a happy.
That's very rare. Very rare that people do that. That go to the bottom like that, and then come back and be able to make an impact on a team. Very rare. Big ups to Alden Smith. Good Raider. Good Raider.
Yeah. What he's I still have his jersey in my closet.
You got an Alden Smith jersey, huh?
Yeah, I did get an Alden Smith jersey. I really thought that guy was gonna, compliment Irvin and Khalil Mack and co, but unfortunately,
I know for a fact that we get this guy Jalen Walker, like Lance Zierlein predicts that we do in his mock draft 2.0. Lance Zierlein has the Raiders picking Jalen Walker, linebacker from Georgia. I know whatever his number is, Gabe will get that quick.
Well,
my linebacker
wasn't Roquan Smith from Georgia?
There's a lot of players from Georgia. There's a lot of ballers out there that are from Georgia, and you can tell.
I'm just talking about linebacker specifically. Like, I mean, when I think of Georgia linebacker, he was the one that. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But that's a good. With the quarterback play that we're talking about, and what in my name of my show is what are we thinking about quarterback? Is the situation with Stafford's gone now? I'm not listening to hype that Donald is out there that we're gonna. I'm not hip or really concerned with the money and all that, but I don't want to pay. When I look at Donald, I look at the money because he wants money. He wants a lot of money. He wants to be around where everybody else is, and the quality of work you're on. I think he's just in a state there. And it's just overhyped again, and we're gonna get upset, and we're gonna be all the Raiders lost out again. But after that, AR, what's next? Who do we look for next? Are you hip on who's a free agent at quarterback these days?
No, I'm not. Yeah,
the quality that's out there, and I'll mention these names to you, is Aaron Rodgers, and whatever you think about Aaron Rodgers. But then we could we could talk to the conclusion after I give you these names. It's Aaron Rodgers, Sam Darnold, Russell Wilson, and the best that goes around, and Fields. And then that might be the best that's out there, besides we do a dramatic trade or something like that. So what are your thoughts on any of those guys that could fit in with the Raiders? Or are you get excited if you hear their names going to Silver and Black?
None of those cats excite me. None of them.
None of them?
No one of them. I mean, look, once upon a time, Aaron Rodgers. Once upon a time, Russell Wilson. But that once upon a time is not now.
I don't know if Derek Carr got released, but I'm pretty sure he's going to. They're saying that the Saints are going to do something with him, and then that's an option. So but I'll be
Just saying-
pissed. I would be pissed if they got that happen.
I'm just seeing Sam's comment. He said, do you remember that name, Ben Heaney?
Heaney.
Ben Heaney,
I don't remember Ben Heaney. No, Jersey guy.
the middle linebacker from 2015, I believe. 2015.
There you go. Without a doubt, the AR would know that. He would know that. Remember the name of the special teams war daddy?
What?
Come on,
Mr. Amusing, Tan Amused.
Tell him Muse. What's he doing right now in the NFL making an impact? What's he doing?
Wasn't he? He's actually still floating around the Seahawks roster now, isn't he? He was still floating around. Like he's a bubble guy.
He better not come back to the Raiders. Little Pete Carroll, we can do it.
Look, I just don't want these are the kind of linebackers that we were just talking about linebackers. These are the kind of linebackers that we try to go for in the draft. I'm tired of these Tanner Muses and friggin' Amari Bernays and like these project guys, you know what I mean? Like if we're gonna draft a linebacker, get a true linebacker, you know what I mean?
Jalen Walker, number 6 pick. We think let's go. Let's do it.
Well, if he's good enough, if he's a good enough prospect at that pick, and he can be a game changer, a good starter from day dot, then I wouldn't be mad with it.
He's the best linebacker in this draft. That's what they're saying.
Well, he better play like the best linebacker in the draft if he gets drafted that high by us. Like I don't want a linebacker version of Tyree Wilson. You know what I'm saying? Where we're having to wait for him to develop. Like I'm sick of that. Like, you know what I mean?
What was he 6 or he was 6, right?
Who's Tyree?
This is gonna be Tyree.
Tyree was 7, wasn't he?
7. Yeah. And we're still waiting for him to develop. You're number 6. You're 7th.
I'm not asking them to be all pros right from the rip, or if they are like a Brock Bowers or a Khalil Mack, Josh Jacobs type deal right off the back. That's a big win. But I'm not. That's not the expectation. I'm not saying that, but there's a bare minimum expectation. And for me, it's just like, right, well, if we're drafting what's supposed to be the best linebacker, like I'm just speaking hypothetically, if we drafted this guy who's supposed to be the best linebacker in the draft, then surely he's good enough to be a decent starter at very least. Not we're going to have to stash him and he's going to have to sit for a year, 2 years, and he might get a spot here or a spot there like a Tyree. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want that. No.
Well, evidently, this linebacker from ESPN, 24/7 Sports, Rivals.com, all legitimate player evaluation, links that are good. They give this dude 5 stars down the line as a linebacker. So
if he's all that and worthy of that pick, then I'm cool with it. If it's not. If we're there at 6, and just to circle back to you asking about the quarterback, mm-hmm. Like if there's a quarterback that's worthy at that 6 spot, or a quarterback that we feel is the guy that can develop to be our guy for the future, then I'm cool with that. But if it's not, if it's a case of we're settling, kind of like with this free agency class with the quarterback situation, then BPA. And if this guy's a BPA, linebacker, then cool.
Came in 2023 as a backup and got 5 sacks as a backup. As a linebacker, he can roam. Right. He's a roamer, fast, 4.5 speed, so 4.49 speed. Hey, I wouldn't be mad. I'll be like, we need that. It's a position of need, but. Over an offensive tackle, one of the offensive tackles that are there, and then a corner. I don't know. I really can't comment on that.
You want to draft another? You want to draft another tackle high? Is that what you're saying?
If the tackle is there, but tackle is there, AR, because I don't know how we need to get offensive linemen. I'm not with Meredith and Parham. I want better than that. And if you pick a guy high, there's no better option than to make our guys. We got to draft a rookie. Evidently one of these rookies, I believe, that are in the draft are better than what we have out there right now.
So you wouldn't
Boy, Raider Trump.
you hey Swan, you wouldn't think that like if we were gonna sorry Swan, okay?
Yeah, he was just saying what's up. Finish with your. He was just saying what's up with us.
Yeah, go ahead and cook Alpha Kasi.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I've lost track of what I was talking about.
You were saying that I would get an offensive
all right.
lineman
Well,
instead of.
I feel like we do quite well drafting. If you're looking interior, because you were naming those guys and they're interior guys. If you're looking to draft interior, we usually do quite well in those mid rounds, like 3-4 range. Like I'm cool with trying to find a guy who's it could be an interior guy in that spot region there. Like,
how about defensively? What do we get a the best defensive tackle? I see Mason Graham getting in. Is Mason Graham falling or something? Or this guy knows what he's doing?
I don't know, man. If we do go defensive tackle again, can we just find ourselves a guy who's a decent / good starter, not a rotational guy at best, or someone who's off our roster after 1 or 2 seasons? I mean, I made this point before. How many defensive tackles have we brought in the door in the last 2-3 years alone via the draft, and none of them amounted to nothing? Nada.
And you know what, Alpha Kasi, the thing about your statement, I'm with it, but there's a little statement you made, and you said he's going to be a bona fide starter. I think the way the team is going to be built, that person that we draft is going to be rotational anyway, because when you look at you got Wilkins on one side, obviously he has a D tackle spot, and then the next person, it depends on what that's why free agency comes before the draft, right? But if they decide to sign Adam Butler, hey, right. Adam Butler's that
I got you,
those 2 starters, what I'm saying, D tackle. So
all right, so sorry, maybe let me rephrase. Sorry, Twan. Let me rephrase it. Like,
you don't got to rephrase.
I mean, if we did keep those guys, if we kept Butler, yes, I agree. Like a guy who can develop to be a good starter. After those guys, that's what I meant. Sorry.
And I agree with you. Like, draft him like he's a starter, but because we got depth there,
right,
you're just gonna have to wait your turn. You know what I'm saying? And when you come in, go ahead and cook. You know what I'm saying? What did we see the Eagles do? You know what I'm saying? They drafted starters on top of starters on top of starters. So when when one of their players went down, the dude was already, he was like, I've been waiting for my opportunity to be a starter. Let me go ahead and show them what I can do. So I'm with that. We can draft high at D tackle and really make our D line be a monstrous D line.
Meanwhile, what are we doing with our defensive tackle draft picks? Drafting dud after dud after dud. Not even rotational guys.
Hey.
Yeah, drafting wise, Adam Butler was a free agent, was he? We didn't draft Adam Butler.
Adam Butler, we were lucky we got him. I mean, like, he was a guy who came in the door to no fanfare on a small contract. Like, I'm talking about the guys we drafted. Like, you look, Byron Young, Matthew Butler, freaking Neil Farrell.
Put respect on Byron Young's name.
Nesta Silvera.
He got a ring.
Come on.
Byron Young got a ring. Yeah.
Hey, Byron Young got a ring.
With who?
The Eagles.
With the Eagles. Yeah. What did he do?
Get a ring.
Probably stood there. He stand there. He stood right there. He stood there and watched the better players.
Nada.
That's true. I'm just joking.
Just pumping him up. He pumping him up.
No, because it always seems like that. We end up drafting them. They don't work out here, but then they go to another team and they, for some reason, look. I'm not gonna say they look all pro, but they look a step better than what they were when they were here.
And check this out, AR. On this guy's draft right here, he has the Browns getting Travis Hunter, and then it goes all the way down, right? And they move the Browns move back up to pick 29, and then they pick Shedeur Sanders. So they think that Shedeur Sanders, this guy thinks that Shedeur Sanders, a guy we want to get at 6, is going to fall to 29 to the Browns. and then the brothers unite. He thinks he's gonna. This guy just said right now, 29 Shedeur Sanders. They move back up into the first round and get Shedeur Sanders at pick 29.
Gee, the only way that would come to fruition would be if like the word about Sanders is like him tanking his draft stock via his attitude or whatever it may be. That gets around the league and that causes all the teams to be put off by Sanders. That's the only way it would happen. Like,
are we gonna do that? Are we gonna pick it? Are we listening to this, or is this guy? This is on the Colin Cowherd show. He never does bullshit like this. He might have his own opinions, but he put this guy's draft. I don't know if he did it for a reason or whatever his intentions were, or if he was. I can't tell if he was arguing with it, but. We want to pick this guy at 6, and he's getting mocked to be 29. Man,
there is no way Shedeur Sanders drops all the way.
What should we get? What should we take from that? Is the guy just delusional, or he don't like Shedeur Sanders? Probably he has something. I think that's what it is, or he's just trying to start up a rough or something. I think.
Well, some of these, like, I mean, look, Colin Cowherd. Sometimes he has some good takes. I've heard him say some things about the Raiders, which I'm like, okay, I can dig that. Sometimes he can say some. And they're all like that. They say some outlandish things just so people, for shock value. So gives people something to talk about or a reason to watch, just to be shocked and bring the entertainment, whether it's for the good reasons or for the wrong reasons. So yeah, whatever.
That'll be surprising if he falls that low, because I know he's at 6. I know if he's at 6, the Raiders are going to pick up most likely. If they don't, I'll be very, very surprised.
Right.
And honestly,
what you think, Juan?
And honestly, I think there's some teams behind us that would love to get Shedeur Sanders. You know what I'm saying? But I don't see him going 29. I think that's lightweight disrespectful.
Go ahead, Jason Downs. What's up, man? Tell me what's up.
Right. Like I said, I think the only way how that would ever happen is if, like, he deliberately sabotaged his draft stock and he interviewed so poorly that word got around the league with all the GMs and they just said, no, we they're not going to take a chance on this guy. But other than that, like, no, it's not going to happen.
Yeah, if all of a sudden they got a leaked video that Shedeur Sanders is smoking weed out of a gas mask, then okay, right. maybe his stock will drop. But his family is way too smart for that, and he knows his dad is helping him play the game. So I think even some of the stuff he's saying, I think he's doing that because there's a team that he really wants to go to, but they're not.
And one of them.
They're not in the top running. Like it might actually be. Yeah. It might actually be the Raiders he wants to come to, but he knows he has to, kind of displease the guys above, you know what I'm saying, to get to where he needs to get to. And hey, I'm cool with that too.
It's pretty evident we're one of the teams he does want to come to. Very, very evident. Like if he's there and we're drafting, I'd say the likelihood of us taking him would be about 80%.
He was just working out in Las Vegas not too long ago. I saw a video of him and I think it was him and Cam Ward. They were doing some things out here in Las Vegas.
Remember that video of his father with Antonio Pierce?
Yeah. When they were doing all those press conferences.
When it comes to the draft, you're going to draft my son, right? Remember he said that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, I think that was a year before. I think that was during their senior year when it was that like a convention type setting or something like that.
That was only like 3 months ago. That was only like
oh, was it? Yeah, he talks about the Raiders a lot. But I think the first one was that.
It was a Raider convention, and it was like in December or something like that. But it wasn't like, it was while obviously Pierce was still the head coach, and then he's fired. But like my point is that like Shedeur's father, Dion, he was making a point. It's like, if he's my son's there, make sure you draft my son, kind of deal. So.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Jason Down pertained his question towards me, but I want to hear your guys' view. If you interviewed for a team that you don't want drafting you, would you throw an act and be a dickhead? AR, what you think about that?
No, I
Personal
wouldn't.
feelings about that.
I wouldn't. It shows unprofessionalism, and like that gets around the league. And no, I personally wouldn't do it.
What do you think about that situation, Twan?
That's a tough one.
Yeah,
I think it's one of those situations, and I'll share this. I know a lot of people, families probably told you this. If you want a new job, you better. I mean, if you want to leave your job, you better make sure you have a new job. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it might be a situation where, but behind the scenes, some team might be so gun ho about him, and he's like, "Hey, screw you guys. All right, got this on lock." But yeah, the integrity part of it is in play too. So I see what Afakasi is saying, but hey, if it works for you to get to a better team, and if you can play that game, then go ahead and do that. Like, we get mad at Dion for saying, only certain teams can get my son. You know what I'm saying? Didn't the Mannings do that?
Yeah.
So.
And I don't remember a lot of people bitching about that either.
Yeah, there was nothing wrong with that.
I don't remember a lot of people bitching about that.
Well, his father did that too. Remember, like his father was, but at the same time, like, look, his father is his father. His father is an all-time great. The Mannings, well, Eli Manning was good / great at times. Peyton Manning is an all-time great. Shedeur Sanders isn't in that same cloth, like in terms of his prospects yet. I don't believe.
Check this out, man. I got an OG in the house. I'm blessed to have this gentleman in here, man. Watching this guy do Raiderism shows for, I'm gonna say, a good decade. He probably will school me on that, but he's been around the game for a while, and I'm blessed to have him. He's a good dude. A fantasy legend, but he didn't want to partay. He didn't want to partay in my league this year. I don't know if I got him mad or the situation got mad, but he's a good dude, so he'll understand that. But my boy, man, ready to critique, privileged, ready to critique to have you. How you been doing, homeboy? I haven't seen your face in a minute.
The critique. He shows his face.
There's the reason why I fucking.
What's going on, fam?
Hey, how's that Vegemite taste, motherfucker?
Dog shit. You're gonna be tasting it next. You better believe that.
Bro, is that the reason why you came on a Vegemite diet?
Yeah,
reason why you came on, my boy.
On the Vegemite diet.
You came on because AR. You wanted to get at AR. We're doing great, bro. Thank you for being on my show, man. Thank you for coming on early, bro. I know I said he's a working man. I see critique right there, and I said I'm gonna send him the shot. I always do that. I always send you shots. Maybe I might be blessed to have you on here, man, in the morning Coach Baby show.
But luckily today, I was able to get on here, man. Dirty wanted me to jump on last night, but I wasn't anywhere near the computer to be able to do it. But I saw you up on here, and then I saw that you sent me the StreamYard link, which I appreciate that, man. That you even think about me that way. You'll send me the StreamYard link. Don't even let me know. You know what I'm saying? But hey, I'm
bro,
glad you do that.
That's letting you know right there. The StreamYard link is there. So and I'm pretty sure if you looked at. I'm pretty sure if you looked at me, there was a bunch of StreamYard links there. There's a bunch of them that I invite you on.
Yeah, there are, bro. Hey, and I will never pass up the chance to rub in my championship over here into my buddy who's been taking ass whoopings weekend after weekend.
You're a loser right there. We've been hearing a lot about it. AR's been on my show in the morning for a couple of times, and he said he gets his ass kicked by you consecutively on a consecutive basis. He's been saying that.
Hey, well, you play Tecmo Super Bowl, don't you, Gravy? I know that's pretty much your era too, bro.
I used to, but I grew up. Critique. Grew up with it.
Hey, come on. Now.
I did
a good game.
I'm not saying you guys did it, but I got other things. I got interest.
Adulting.
That's cool, man. That you guys do that. That's cool. I think it's hella cool, and I've seen
Yeah.
the show when you guys go at it. I see the shows when you guys go at it, and it's funny. It's funny because you guys get at each other. It's good. But critique, man. Tell me about this Raider game. Tell me about this Raider. Tell me about this Raider stuff that you concerned with, because you know you've been around a long time, and we've been through the bullshit. And I know you're an aggressive guy, and you want things to happen, and some things that you didn't like the regimes that have been in the past. Do you feel like this regime is good? I haven't heard you say anything about it, but
Well, there's a
collectively,
reason
how do you
why I
feel
don't do
about the
shows
Raiders
in the
situation
off
right now?
There's
How do you feel about
there's
the Raiders situation?
there's a real huge reason why I don't do shows in the off season. That's because everything's all on speculation and hearsay.
Mm,
And
mm,
you know, knowing, you guys been watching me fucking forever, you realize, right off the bat, I don't like to go on speculation and hearsay. There is so much bullshit. Just let's go over the quarterback scenario just this offseason by itself. We have been in the conversation for every free agent quarterback that has been out there.
Yeah,
And it
right.
started from the end of the Super Bowl. From Sam Darnold to fucking Russell Wilson to Justin Fields. And we don't even know what Pittsburgh's going to do yet. So why are we even talking about it yet? Like, of course, everybody wants Justin Fields, right? Justin Fields would be the ideal guy. Here's the key, though. Is Pittsburgh going to even let Justin Fields go? Or are we thinking about that before we ever talk about it? Man, this goddamn phone. But I'm telling you,
There's people telling you, "What are you doing on Gravy Show? What are you doing on Gravy Show?" Dude?
But what drives me nuts is like now you've got mainstream media out here, and I mean they are talking mad shit on Shedeur Sanders, right?
Yeah,
Like they have like the whole combine, and I didn't watch it this year. I'll be honest with you guys, I didn't watch it this year. Nothing really tickles my fancy, especially watching dudes run around in shorts. I'm not fucking into that shit. You know what I mean? It's boring. It's nice to see the highlights of the 40 times and whatnot, but to see the shade that he caught just for not participating. Dirty had a damn good point. Did Jaden Daniels participate last year? No. Did motherfucking Caleb Williams participate last year? No. So why in the hell are they throwing so much shade at Shedeur Sanders? The reason why they're throwing so much shade at him is because of his last name, because of who his daddy is. Hey, keep fucking it up. Go ahead. Let him drop down on the draft board. If we have Shedeur Sanders available at 6, it's a no fucking brainer to me. You take the quarterback. No matter who's available.
That's what we've been saying, critique. It was there at 6, and I accepted it. But we got to put it like this, critique. To me personally, I don't think that Shedeur Sanders is even near. Is it not even near Jaden Daniels as far as quarterback is concerned? We seen it. We knew why Jaden Daniels was the number 2 pick, but. Just the immaturity kind of got me off Shedeur Sanders, but I always knew, and I've always said that if he's there at 6, we're gonna get him because he's tied to the Raiders. All this, it just makes sense, and we need a quarterback, and I hope that it'll happen. But organizationally, the moves that we made with Pete Carroll you were the one that enlightened me, saying this is bullshit with McDaniels, this is bullshit with AP. How do you feel right now about what Mark Davis collectively, the Tom Brady situation? What do you think about all that? Because you say a lot of things about the organization.
To me, I feel one side of me feels relief because we have a proven head coach. I was a huge AP fan, but even I knew that AP couldn't compete with Andy Reid and Jim Harbaugh. As much as I hate Jim Harbaugh, he is a better coach than AP was. And that's, that comes with experience. That comes with everything. I mean, he's been pretty much a head coach 10 years prior to AP even getting a linebacker coach job. So to me, it's the experience factor. when it comes
You
to
mean it's not
Daniels
his
and Pete
penis?
Carroll.
It's not his penis size factor critique.
No, it's not a penis size factor. Although if you talk to Dustin, he would talk about that. That would be the first thing he'd say. if
Wow.
if anybody needs proof, we've got sound bites.
There's another one. There's another one that don't like that dude. There's another one that don't like that dude.
But then there's another side of me, bro. And another side of me looks back at the John Gruden situation when we fired Jack Del Rio and we brought in John Gruden just for the big, nice, shiny new toy that Mark Davis could go ahead and push out in front of the cameras. This kind of reminds me of that situation too. And it's why I'm torn in between two sides, because to me, we're repeating what we've done in the past, which is go off and get a big name head coach, hoping that he can turn everything around. Hopefully this time it works, because if it doesn't work, Mark's going to start looking insane. Repeating the same processes, expecting a different result, and coming up with the same result. So, I mean, I got to see. That's why I hate off season, because I haven't seen what this coaching staff's going to be like. Are they going to gel well together? You know, is Pete Carroll the type of guy that we need in there? Is he going to be passive enough to let everybody else do their job to bring the team together? Or is he going to be a hard-nosed dictator like Josh McDaniels? Anything's better than Josh McDaniels.
Yeah,
you know,
anything.
Anything's better than Josh McDaniels, but I can see Pete Carroll really turning the organization around just by his experience and his leadership, which is something that we've lacked. We've lacked leadership. Ever since Derek Carr walked out that fucking door, we have lacked leadership. So we do need leaders.
That was just a critique, man. I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised on the game that Reddit critique's coming out with. I always got the good knowledge. It's hard to convince this guy. It's very hard to convince critique on his opinions, just like it is me or anybody else. But it's tough because we're tired of losing. We're tired of this bad shit that's been going around. But it's new to me that you like what's going on so far and you're happy with it. But I understand what you're saying, that you haven't seen anything yet, so then you'll make your judgment. But right off the bat critique, you would say this is going to be bullshit. When Josh McDaniels was the coach, right off the bat, you were on this guy saying this ain't gonna work out. This sucks. This and that. It was you and OG that were saying that. That was saying that, and I was like, "Give the dudes a chance," and all this, under my breath. Critique stayed with it, and it ended up happening. It ended up being bullshit, and he was right.
As a matter of fact, I believe that my quote was that I trust Josh McDaniels and his coaching regime about as much as I trust one-ply toilet paper. If I remember right,
you did.
That was what I said.
Well said.
That's about correct.
And honestly, guys, the only reason why I was able to come up with that assumption real quick was look at his track record.
Right.
Stevie Wonder and Ray Charles could have saw this shit coming.
Hey, critique. Remember when I used to kick it with Ozzy? How many times I debated with him before the season had started that he's not a guy I want to bring in the door, even before we signed the guy. And sure enough, we signed him up, and the rest is history.
That was critique. You should have put that on a shirt, bro. You should have put that on a shirt, critique. That was you right there. That's what I remember right there. Robert Pena got it down pat.
Don't drink the corporate Kool-Aid, which means don't be out there listening to Hondo Carpenter. Don't be out there listening to Vinny Vaughn, bitch-ass senior. And definitely stay away from motherfuckers like Mitchell Renz, who all they want is your view and your the little Chucky head. All right? You need to be going after and listening to people who've been doing this a minute, who don't get paid by the organization. I'm not even including myself. Gravy here, you can get real good knowledge from this channel. You know what I'm saying? A biased opinion that's not infused by dollar bills. That's where it's at. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's where it's at, man. Like, an actual honest opinion, not somebody who's looking for your fucking clicks and likes. All right? Hondo, all he wants you guys to do is watch him. That's it. That's all he wants you to do is watch him. He has no credibility whatsoever. He's the only insider in the league that I know of who was inside the building and doesn't get anything right. He
Right.
never gets nothing right.
Gravy. This is the cat who said anybody who thinks McDaniels is going to be out the door is crazy. Literally 2 days before McDaniels was fired. This is the cat who was going on about how the signing for friggin' Ben Johnson was imminent and it was going to happen anytime now.
It's going to happen tomorrow. It's going to happen
didn't
tomorrow.
even give him a call.
Yeah.
Hey, I got a question. If he can go off and do that and lie to us like that, fuck that. I don't want to watch him. How come none of y'all ain't got the job? I would go and watch y'all go and interview these guys a whole hell of a lot faster than I would ever watch Hondo Carpenter. He has already shown that he is not trustworthy. This dude don't give a fuck as long as he's getting paid. Okay, that's how he gets paid.
I don't watch.
We watch him. Stop watching him.
I'd rather watch good guys like us spit, opinions and listen to our opinions. Sometimes they're stupid, sometimes they're good, sometimes they pan out. But the passion that's in this, that me and Critique put out that is different. And I'm a passionate Raider fan. I know Critique always been a passionate. I watch Critique kind of inspired me to do shows and be that way because I was like hemmed up. I was hemmed up, not wanting to be myself. Critique, when I see Critique do that, I say, hey man, it's all right if people do that. So I do it.
Hey man, it's all right to question everything.
Yeah,
we should be questioning everything, everybody, because we haven't won a fucking championship since 1983.
That's what I say, bro. That's what I say, Critique.
Hey, if you ain't got any questions, you got to
Yeah.
Good one, Robert.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But,
you most definitely do not go to that guy.
Don't get your news from that dude either.
We got out there again.
Next thing you know, you're talking about Jim Harbaugh's penis.
Yeah, there's
hey guys.
Oh, go ahead.
Hey, Tuan, say what you want to say because I was getting ready. I gotta get back to work, so I just wanted to thank everybody and let them know what they're about and stuff. Get your view if you got something to say right now.
Man, go ahead and wrap it up, dog.
Okay. Hey, sorry it's a short-lived live critique, but I'll send it to you every time I have a live, and feel free anytime you want to talk more Raider game, bro. I want to have you on often, and your opinion does matter to me. I don't give a shit what anybody says. You stay strong, dude. I was hearing some bad news that you were gonna retire from this shit. I don't want to hear that shit. I don't want to hear that shit.
You thank Ern for that, bro. Ern stopped me from doing that shit. I'll even fucking come out and say it because that last year was supposed to be my last season. I was gonna retire.
The Raider Nation needs Raider critique. We need you often, bro. That opinion right there needs to be heard. So I'm telling you that from me personally.
The problem is that what drives me nuts is that there is the same opinion that goes with all of mainstream media and all the mainstream backing, and it is echoed throughout Raider Nation on YouTube. Guys, we've never been known to jump on the bandwagon with the mainstream media. What makes you think it's okay now? It's not okay now. You guys need to fucking reach into your silver and black bones and reach into your inner Raider and think to yourself, wow, does this sound like bullshit or is this legit? Come on, man. Raider fans can't be this fucking stupid. Stop listening to those idiots up there.
Hey, yes,
Silver and black bones. I wonder where you got that from, critique.
Hey, critique, yes, they can. As many chats as I've seen, I'm like, dude, you must be on a whole nother world with what you be talking about. So, hey, it's really like that on here. We do got people on the spectrum loving the Raiders.
Hey, critique, man, tell us what you're about, bro. Push your show. I'm gonna push it. I'm gonna push it on my show. Tell us what you're about, man. Tell us what you got going on in the future, or any news you want to give to let us know about the Raider critique.
Cut with Afakasi, of course, right over here in the corner here. We're going to be doing a keep and cut right after the draft. That's going to be a combined show with both panels together. It's always my fucking personal favorite show, to be honest with you. It's my favorite show of the year. I love keep and cut because we can actually sit there and debate over this shit. And It's really the only time where I get taught new things. You know what I mean? Is during Keep It Cut, because Apicasi here has got a lot of fucking knowledge. Believe it or not, this dude's been a fucking fan since what, 2010?
You're pointing that way, Critique. Who's over there?
Well,
That's the air.
in my photo,
You point at me. You gotta go this way. You gotta use the other hand. You go this way. That way.
Yeah,
way.
yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
Use your good hand.
Why is my picture all fucked up? I'll have to show y'all later. But I'm in the bottom left. But dude, we're gonna be doing another season, two shows. 2 shows a week. You got your pregame and your postgame. It's going to be me and Ern when we start the season, but of course, that's subject to change. Just depends on but it's going to be on Tuesdays. So we're going to keep up with just pretty much the same format. We're really not going to change much, except for we're going to talk a lot more shit, especially to each other. So, me and Ern, we kind of bounce off each other, kind of like me and Apicasi over here. We can talk shit to one another and still respect each other. So, hey, why not? Let's push the fucking envelope a little bit. You know what I mean? Ern's got some crazy takes. I've got some crazy takes, but somehow, some way it works. And in the long run, we both end up actually being right most of the fucking time, which is crazy. Ern actually is the only reason why in the hell I'm even coming back to do this, because not having a co-host for 12 years, it got really sour. It got really boring. You know what I mean? And Ern,
we weren't winning too. We weren't winning either.
To dedicate himself to really want to do this and actually come up with shit that I don't think about at first. The great thing about our show, see, we don't talk to each other before we fucking get on live. We just say, okay, look, this is the time we're going to do it, and I'll see you there. I have no idea what the fuck he's going to say, which makes it a lot more enjoyable for me. I don't care what anybody, because Ern could come up with some shit, dude, and he'll get you to think. You know what I mean? And it works out perfect. It's if you guys haven't caught the show, you need to, because it's 1 in a million. You get hit with machine guns at first, and then the bombs come later. It'll fucking get you to start thinking. You know what I mean? So tune in. And it's at the Ready Critique right here on YouTube. I've been here for 13, 14 years. If you don't know who I am already, I'm sorry. Algorithms don't get pushed from me. You know what I mean? I would like to consider myself the most shadow banned motherfucking Raiders guy on every social media platform that there is. Because, looking at the numbers, I've got proof. They don't like me. It's all right. I don't fucking like you either. So fuck you, dude. You know what I'm saying?
That's critique.
We're going to do this organically. And you guys want to hear the truth of intensity? And guys who don't drink the corporate Kool-Aid? Right here.
You gotta put that on a shirt, Critique. Put it in your swag app over there, your show, bro. You gotta put that on there. You came up with that, bro. You came up with that. You gotta put that on a t-shirt.
I came up with that shit. A lot of times I've been in the entertainment world forever. I was like 18. You know what I mean? I'm a musician, which really I'm a whole lot better on stage than I am on camera. I'll be honest with you about that. I wish I could kind of bring that swagger over, but that was always the thing. Even starting a business, man, you got to have a good catch line. You got to have something that's got a nice, good roundabout to tell you what the channel is all about, and not drinking the corporate Kool-Aid, telling the truth with intensity. Hell, they fucking walk hand in hand. So it's just perfect. It's exactly what the channel's all about. You know what I mean?
What the hell is Vegemite? Everybody talk about Vegemite. What happened with you two? Vegemite. What is that?
I'll enlighten you when it's my turn to speak.
All right, Critique. Critique, are you done? Are you done, Critique? Go to Raider Critique, Joe. He's been in the game a long time. You hear his channel. If you don't know who Raider Critique is, then you've been missing out on Raider game. I'll tell you that. He's a great dude. I need to get him back on my fan. I need to get him back on Holler Squad. I know he was upset, but I need to get him back over there. He's a good player, fantasy player, and I want him back. I want to back on there, so I'll keep pushing it.
Not like this guy starting Sincere McCormick and fucking
drafting Sincere McCormick. Even I questioned it, but and Afakazi, tell us what you're about, and let me Vegemite, whatever that is. Start with that
first. Call it Vegemite?
People keep saying that.
All right, so as most of the people in the chat is enlightening you to, so what me and Critique have been doing in the off season just to keep us occupied, because on my side of the fence, I haven't really been doing too much Reddit content, because for me, like, I like to sit back and wait for things to take shape before I start to give opinions. Like, I don't mind jumping on panels and joining and talking Reddit football, but I've needed something to keep us occupied. So me and Critique have been hitting up the Tecmo Super Bowl scene. We've been playing each other, and like the viewership has taken my channel. Look, I'm not trying to toot my own horn, but like it's just taken me to heights that I didn't think was possible. You know what I mean? So we've been making this a regular thing, and what we've been doing is like we'd have a best of 5, and then the loser would have to eat a spoonful of Vegemite, which is like Marmite. I don't know if you've heard of Marmite. Okay, well, basically, it's a taste like ass.
All right, look, I'll tell you what it tastes like.
You hold the reins, Critique. I'm gonna go get it.
All right, Vegemite. Look, this shit is gross. It looks like Nutella and it tastes like bong water. It's fucking terrible, dude. It's terrible.
It tastes like what, Critique? It tastes like what?
Bong water.
Ooh, shit.
Why
would they make that? Why would they want to make that and eat it? Who eats that? Oh, it was a bet. It was a bet?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Okay, look, we found out about it through Apicasi. Apicasi suckered Aunt Six into eating some of it. And Joe suckered both of them into eating some of it. And it is by far the worst. So what we do is that we'll play Tecmo Super Bowl for the loser.
He's gonna throw it up like that. Fuck that. Fuck that. I wouldn't even do that. I'll say, man.
He's almost gone, bro. Hey, my bottle is
it's gonna collection. It's gonna collection to see if Avocado ate it right now. How much we put into that? That's what you do.
Well, anyway, supposedly, I guess it's from Australia, and it's a delicacy. It's kind of like caviar is to us. It's a delicacy, and it is
not to every Australian. I hate it. It tastes like shit.
That he said literally does.
Yeah, take it from like if you think I'm acting when I'm reacting to because I've been taking spoonfuls of it before I sing a song of Critique's choosing as the winner/loser bet that has to be honored. And for anyone who thinks I'm acting when I'm gagging or I'm looking like I'm going to throw up, or I literally throw up. You ask Ray to critique just how bad it is because he's tried it himself. It is that bad.
I tried it, and
it's that bad. It tastes that bad, and it's edible. It tastes edible. What do they put it on? Like bread or something?
Toast. They put it on toast.
Okay, so the number one ingredient is yeast extract.
That don't sound good. That sounds like it'll mess up your health or something. Is it good for you?
It's supposed to be good for you. Like when you're supposed to have it, you're only supposed to have like a little tiny bit, spread it on some bread. But just for fun, we like I said, as the loser has to eat a spoonful and then sing
spoonful of. You got a bottle of that at home too.
Had said spoonful, sing a song of the winner's choosing. So
these guys are making each other suffer by playing a ball game on the video. That's
well,
great.
It makes it fun.
Cool.
You know what I mean? We have a lot of fun. We bounce off each other. It seems like by the viewership numbers, people are enjoying it. You know what I mean? So it's something we've been coming to do on the regular on Sunday mornings your time. So around 7 a.m. Pacific, 9 a.m. Central, and 10 a.m.
You see how much I've eaten compared to Afakasi?
Yeah, Afakasi's is almost done.
My mother likes it. My mother actually doesn't mind this stuff, but it's disgusting to me. Absolutely disgusting.
Did you have to get that from Australia, or is it in Australia? Is it an Australian thing? I don't know if it's American. Is it an American thing too?
No, it's from Australia. $8.99 on Amazon, and you can torture yourself just like we do every
Oh
Sunday.
my God, you guys are crazy. I wouldn't do this shit. I wouldn't do this.
But anyways,
Fun,
you know,
though. Make
that's
it
what we
so
got
fun.
going on my side of the fence. If anybody wants a bit of a break from Raider football and wants to come
Go
kick
watch
it with
that
us,
show.
we have a lot of fun. We talk shit. We talk Raider football as well as, you know,
No
the
problem,
chat will
man.
tell you we have a lot of fun with each other. Pause. And you know, it's always good fun seeing the loser. Usually it's me having to honor their bets with said Vegemite. So
Hey, that's
if that
good. That's good sportsmanship.
yes,
I made him sing the American National Anthem last week. So,
yeah.
guys,
Well, that's actually my
That's
latest
good
video. If
sport.
you go to my channel, you'll see me singing the national anthem as I'm downing a spoonful of Vegemite.
And then you gotta eat that shit, and then they make you sing a song too. Then that's what critique don't got no love, bro. He can embarrassing you on the live. You can't even sing the national anthem if it tastes that bad.
I'm gonna try and share something with you guys, just if I can.
no,
I'll
what I've
see
been
if I
trying to
can
get
do
him
it.
to do, what I've been trying to get him to do is play some of them tournament players that play. Because look, we actually play tournaments on this shit, right? There's huge tournaments.
I see it a lot. I see it a lot.
Milwaukee,
Critique on
Wisconsin,
YouTube.
Carthage, Texas, the Texas Mud Bowl, fucking like there's Illinois got a tournament that goes on, but we also do online tournaments too. Some of these guys that you play have got this game so mastered, bro. That they teach you how to do shit. Like I do it to Apicassi all the time. I will be able to throw it to a receiver that doesn't have the icon above him, and that was because I was shown how to do that doing tournament plays. So it's if he checks it out, bro, if he gets on there and starts fucking with the tournament players, it's only going to be a matter of time before he's kicking my ass.
Which I didn't think was that
Oh,
shitty,
little teapot.
and especially those fucking Tecmo gods who forsake me yet again. So there it is, right there. Cheers. Oh god, why do I do this to myself?
Yeah, there because he go.
Bong water peanut butter. Bong water peanut butter.
That is foot. No, you can't spit it out. What are you singing? What's the singing at?
Making me gag just watching you do it. Oh my god.
Where's critique at? Oh yeah, you're right on top of him, critique. Critique looking, yeah.
So proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleam.
He looks so uncomfortable.
You see what they doing to each other, Twan? Look at
gallantly stream. And
the rockets red glare, the bumper sticking there.
It don't go down good up because it don't go down good and then you're full or what? You can't drink no water or nothing else.
Man, I can see the lag. I'm about 26 behind you.
Look at Critique in the back. Look at Critique going like this. He's not going like this.
And the home of the
Look at his face, dude. That's nasty shit right there.
I don't want none of that.
Humility, baby. Humility.
Get you Vegemite. If we want facial expressions like that, get your Vegemite at Amazon. You know,
I would never lose.
Hey, get in that game. Get in that game, Quan. But you got your channel all sold up there, Apicassi? You talked about your channel or everything like that. You good?
Yeah, man, I'm good. I mean, look, they all kick it. They know what time it is, so there's no.
Red Twine, tell me what you're about, bro. Let us know what you're about.
Hey, I'm gonna do something a little different. You know, as much as I tell people to subscribe to Raider Twan and hit the like button, don't subscribe. Maybe I might get some subscribers. You know, they do the opposite. So don't subscribe. to Raider Twan. Again, Raider Twan on YouTube. If you want to come look at how crazy I am or whatever the situation may be, it is there for you to look at. I will be taking a personal break. Gravy knows a lot more than others, but
Understand.
taking care of myself. And at this moment, if you are a content creator and you want me to be on your show, let me know. Give me a time, and I'll do the best as I can to make it. But there won't be too many personal lives coming from my channel unless I'm linked up with another content creator. So all content creators, if you're interested in having me as a person to share some Raider football, definitely hit me up, Raider Twan. Twan on YouTube. I mean Twan on IG. So hit me on the DM, contact me there. My DMs are always open. If you reach out to me, I will do my best to reach out to you. So that's it. Blessings to everybody.
You too, Twan, man. Good to have you guys. And hey, my boy Raider Joe, what's up? Thanks for being here, man. Raider Joe's been on every show I've been on, man. That blessing. Thank you, Raider Joe. Thank you for supporting me, man.
Gravy. Let me say this too publicly. Thank you for allowing me to come on your show. I know you've been sending a lot of stream yards my way too. So it just happened to be that I had some time. So again, when I have time, I'll definitely make some time for you, Gravy, because again, I have much love for you. You're definitely one guy that I can confidently say is my brother.
Yeah. Thank you for that, man. It goes back both ways, bro. All you guys, man. I care about everybody in the Raider Nation. I'm not giving you bullshit, but I want to thank the chat. I want to thank everybody that came on here. I want to thank everybody that had their opinions. It was kind of like a funny show. Like we guys got on with Gratit and AR together. Kind of was real cool. AR always, man. You always got that knowledge, and you bring straight up good Raider game. Twan, feeling is mutual with your game too. Let's get powerful, Twan, and let's go through this. Let's go through this, man. And you know, if there's anything you need or talk to, bro, I'll be there for you. I'm gonna check in. I know you need time, and I'm gonna check in when it's possible. Gratit, always, man. Always. I'll send it to you. Hey, I'm not tripping if you don't respond to me. I know what's up. Me and you are real good, bro. We'll always be. And then that's the way it is. It's pleasure to have you gentlemen on my panel. And I ain't going to forget this, man. I ain't going to forget it. So tomorrow we're going to do the same thing. I got to rush to work. Not rush to work, but get ready. And then I appreciate for the 2 hours, 21 minutes that you guys were here with me. And I want to thank the chat too. So all in all, Raider Nation, you take care.
Thanks for having me, man.
Send Gravy a bottle of Vegemite. I say we get him to try some, right? That's all I wanted to say.
Nah, bro, it ain't gonna happen. That ain't gonna happen.
Yeah, I know the chat would like to see that.
Bro, the way you look, I don't want to look like that.
Dude, it's gross.
You gotta start winning some football games so we can see a YouTube of Gratit looking like that.
It's gonna happen.
You gotta start winning some games.
Watch me throw up on camera. I will throw up, bro. That shit is gross. It's that bad, dude.
Hey, Joe and on 6 goes throw up on camera.
Y'all need to go and put Apakasi in the dungeon and get him trained up to whip my ass to where you can watch me eat this nasty shit and throw up on camera.
Jeff said
reach out to me on Instagram, bro. I like what you're saying in the chat. I think I could probably fuck with you. And New England Raiders boosters, hey, if you're getting fucking blocked by Mitchell Renz, you need a trophy. That's what the hell.
I never been on this show. I never commented on this show. I don't know.
Hey, and be mindful of those guys that we haven't even played a game yet, and they already talking about tanking.
Yeah. Be aware of those guys. Yeah, Raider Twan, it's always great to see you, bro. I hope you feel better, man.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. All right, guys. Thank you very much, man. You guys have a wonderful rest of the day. Hey, Robert Penny, if you could put the links of all of if you could do that for me by the end of the show on the chat, I appreciate it, bro. I'll hook you up. All right. See you later, Raider Nation. Nah, bro, ain't gonna happen. Ain't gonna happen.